Hello, this is Bernard Barchi, CEO of Be Big Financial Solutions, LLC. Before I get started on my wealth topic that I would like to talk to you about today, I'd like to first, offer my thoughts and prayers to those families that have been directly affected by what's going on in the world today. And special thanks to all the people that are in the line of fire that are putting themselves out there to help protect others. I thank you very much for that. The topic of discussion that I want to cover today is I want to go over a rich mindset versus a poor mindset. And I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna tell a little story, and then I'll go through how one person has a rich mindset versus somebody has a poor mindset. So we're gonna have two people, two identical gentlemen, both same age, both same IQ level. Both work a 9-to-5 job, both have the same job, both got the position exactly at the same time. Okay, both have a wife, both have kids. And I'm going to show you the difference of how one mindset goes into and how the other mindset goes. So we're going to name the rich mindset individual, his name's going to be Tom. I'm going to name the poor mindset individual, his name's going to be Harry. Okay, so they both go to work on day one. Okay, both 9-to-5. Okay, they're both doing exactly the same stuff. Both go home, both sit down with the family, both have dinner, both sit there and spend time learning, with the kids, helping them with their homework. And then this is the difference now. So now Tom, instead of parking himself on the couch like Harry's gonna do and watch a sport game, have a beer or so, and then decide to go to bed and then wake up in the morning and go back to work. Tom's gonna take the mindset and what he learned and what he does at work, he's doing a little more research on it. So he's going to figure out exactly, what can I learn a little bit more about what I do. So he's educating himself to the next level. So another area is rich sell value while the poor sell time. Okay, what I'm referring to that is, since Tom is doing all the learning and helping himself grow, he's also benefiting and he's giving more value to the company that has him employed with. While you have Harry on the other side, who's not really jumping out of the box to learn anymore, so he's not teaching himself how to get to the next level, so he's really not helping the company. So he's selling his time to the company where Tom is selling the value to the company. And just to show you a quick example of that, the company's going to offer bonuses. So after about 6 months now, they're going to offer a bonus to both of them. First person they go up to is Harry. They give Harry a $100 bonus. Thank you for being with us. Greatly appreciate it. Then they go over to Tom and they give Tom a $1,000 bonus. It's not as though Tom earned more than Harry and because of what he did, but it's the value he brought to the company. He ended up figuring out a way to help the company save $100,000, so the company had no problem giving him $1,000. Then you have Harry, who's he comes to work, he works 9-to-5, and he works for a paycheck. So that's the difference. That's why one sells value, the other one sells time. Another rich mindset is the rich pay themselves first, and then the poor pay themselves less. So my explanation onto this one is, now you got Tom. Tom takes his money, he takes 10% of everything he makes, and he puts it into a savings account. Or he puts it into an account that he's not going to touch. So he knows he's going to reinvest this later to where he's going to have money working for him, instead of him constantly working for money. So he's paying, paying yourself first is a proactive approach to financial freedom. On the poor mindset side, they pay themselves last. So they're going to buy what they need. They're going to pay all their bills off. Then they're going to see how much they have at the end of the month, and that's where you're living paycheck to paycheck. Okay, so they're not putting anything aside. They're not building their wealth. They're not helping themselves down the road. Another rich mindset is the rich have a growth mindset, where the poor have it's called a fixed mindset. So using Tom as an example, both of them want exactly the same thing. Okay, they both want a TV console, and they both want a game, or they both want a TV and they both want a game console. TV's going to cost $1,000. The game console is going to cost $500. They both have a budget of $1,000. Okay, here's the difference in the mindsets. Tom knows he's got that $1,000 that he got on a bonus. He can put that toward the TV, but he's got to come up with $500. Okay, on Harry's side, Harry only has $100 that he got for a bonus, and instead of Harry figuring out what he's going to do, he starts complaining and says, I only got a $100 bonus and I should have got more. If I got more, I could have bought both of these. So he's using a negative mindset, and he's not figuring out how he's going to be able to get to this level. The growth mindset, Tom says, okay, I got the $1,000, how am I going to come up with 500? Tom says, hey, I'm going to take a part-time job. I'm going to do something on the side so I can make that 500. I can buy that game console. Tom's also going to look, maybe I have something in my house that I can sell that I can get that 500 bucks. You got Harry on the other end, still complaining, not figuring out what he's got to do. They don't pay me enough. I can't believe it. I should have got a raise. Okay, so this is the mindset area on that. And another rich mindset is the rich understand delaying gratification while the poor seek short-time pleasures. Okay? This is just, the rich know the difference between necessities and luxuries. While, the poor, they have too many unnecessary, expenditures that they do. And I'm not referring to poor as in poor people. I'm referring to poor as in poor mindsets. So Tom and Harry both go by the same Starbucks every single day. Just giving you an idea of how this works. Harry decides, you know what, hey, I'm getting fed up with my job. I'm not making any extra. I'm not getting a raise. I'm sick of what I'm doing. I'm stuck in a rut. And so he's splurging $5 every single day on a Starbucks. A lot of people, I know there's a lot of us out there that do that. And then you got Tom over there. Tom walks by the same Starbucks. Tom says, okay, cool. I'm going to drink the coffee in the break room. Coffee in the break room's free. If $5 a day, 5 days a week, 25 bucks a day, 4 weeks in a month, $100 a month, 12 months in a year, $1,200 that Harry spent on Starbucks coffee. That $5 is being put away by Tom. Tom has now invested that $1,200 into something else that's going to make him money down the road. Okay, that's a growth. That's understanding and delaying gratification. Now, the rich mindset is they build several streams of income, while the poor mindset relies on one source of income. Hate to say this, but both of these guys are going to get laid off when they go into work today. Okay, economy is turned around right now for us, is the way it's going. So both of these guys are going to get laid off. The boss comes up, talks to Harry first. Goes to Harry, says, you know what, we got to let you go. Okay? Thank you very much. Move on. Boss then goes to Tom, spends a little bit more time with Tom, talks about how it's really sad that we got to let him go, but explains the reason why, goes more into detail. Now you have, Harry's all concerned, bent out of shape right now. He's like, oh my God, what am I going to do? How am I going to make money? Okay, I don't have anything. I don't have any more money. What's going to happen? You have Tom on the other end says, totally understands, and he says, okay. So Harry's all mad. Tom's not bothered by it that much. He knows that he's built up enough streams of income that he can move and cover himself. Need a little bit of water, so take a look at the Steelers, baby. Okay, I got to show that. You'll see that every single time I do this. The Steeler thing will be in there somewhere. So he's not concerned. He's got extra sources of income. He is worried, but he's not overly bothered by it. But they both go home and they both do what they normally do. They're sitting down having dinner. Except Tom invites his friends over. Okay? Harry invites his friends over. Harry sits there with his friends and starts complaining about how he just got let go of his job. I don't have a position. Oh my God, what am I going to do? His friends are doing the same thing. Oh my God, I can't believe they let you go. What are you going to do? Tom, on the other hand, tells his friends, don't worry, I just got let go today, and I'm perfectly fine with it. I built up enough emergency funds for the next 3 to 6 months that I can cover myself in case of an emergency, so I'm not overly worried about what's going on. Use an emergency fund idea. $5,000 a month is your income. You need to have 3 to 6 months of emergency money. So you need $15,000 to $30,000 to be able to cover emergencies. Okay? So Tom's ready. He's got his stuff on the side. The last area that I want to cover of a rich mindset is the rich surround themselves with rich friends, and the poor mindset surrounds themselves with poor mindset friends. Okay? He's sitting down. All these people that are at his table have the same. They have other sources of income. So he has a friend by the name of John. John sits there and says, hey, Tom, don't worry about it. You know what, I need somebody on my chair board. You know, I'd really like for you to take a look, and maybe you can come and work for me. Then Tom has another lady by the name of Sally. And Sally says, you know what, I got my consulting business, so I got no problem with that. If, you know, I can sit there and pay you some extra part-time money if you want to, because I can do some consulting. So he's surrounding himself with people that are successful just like he is. Now you have Harry on the other side. They're still complaining at the table. They're still bitching. They're still, you know, they're not getting anywhere. They're not looking at how they could sit there and overcome it. So they're not being proactive and all that. So those are some of the areas that I wanted to cover on a rich mindset versus a poor mindset. Now I'd like to end with one of my favorite quotes into this is, you know, show me your friend, and I'll show you your future. Okay? Who you hang out with is who you're going to be. So this is Bernard Barchi, okay, licensed professional with Be Big Financial. If you want to know what I do and why I do it, message me on Facebook. Okay? Tune into Wealth Management Part 2. Ask yourself, you know, where will I be in 10 years? And, you know, am I on the right train that's going to get me there? You know, until next time, be safe, be smart, and peace out.